Okay, let's get on to doing our rods, rod bearings, pistons, gap in our rings, all that stuff. Piston to rod orientation, we'll explain all of that. We're going to start out by measuring our rods to make sure to see where our clearance is. Again, just like in the mains, we're going to use standard X and 2X bearings, combination of them, to give us our close to 3 thousandths clearance. So let's just start by checking out our rods. When I'm putting an engine together, I always like to, excuse my morning coffee here, always like to lay everything out the same way. I think that just leaves less room for error. You can see I've got my rods over here, my pistons, the tools I'll require. My pistons are laid out 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8 because it's a Chev. That's the way they number them. You can see I've got a lot of marks on the pistons here. This is my own little way that I do it. I like to do it the same all the time. First thing I do is I put an arrow. That's the front of the piston. Got my number there. This is the, let me turn it over. This is the weight of the piston. I've already balanced everything. And I put a blue mark on the side that the large chamfer of the rod goes onto. So on this side, okay, on our even numbered sides, the chamfer, it gets installed that way. So the chamfer is where the blue mark is. Okay. Here's all our rods. I have them laid out the same. I'm going to start by just measuring our rods. These are brand new aftermarket rods. Uh-oh. Is the camera pointing at that? We have a problem. That's why we check everything. Mm-hmm. There's no way I can do this while I'm holding it, or I can bring the camera over for you to see. Anyways, that one's 5/10 out around. It's 5/10 bigger this way. This dimension's correct. This one's 4/10. Oh boy, this is not good. It would have also showed up after I measured for my bearing clearance also. So a bit of redundancy in that area. Okay, so you first-time engine builders, you know, different people in general, you might assume, oh wow, that one's 6/10. You might assume you got all brand new parts, you can just bolt this stuff together and go nice, easy, fun little build. No, you can't. Everything's got to be checked. We're at 3/10. This one's 2/10. I've had problems with these aftermarket rods in the past. That's why I make sure I use a brand name. I won't. Oh, wow. Look at that. We got 3 good rods. I'm not even going to bother sending these back. I'm just going to resize them. Bit of a problem now. After I resize them, I'm going to have to weigh them. Well, I'll have to look at my balance sheet because we document everything. And we're going to have to see what the weight difference is going to be. Anything more than 3 grams, I'm going to have, well, at 3 grams, I'll have to rebalance it. So what I got to do is we go over on the machine, we take the cap off on the parting line here. We're going to machine 2 thousandths off of this, 2 thousandths off of that. That'll make that 4th thou closer. And then make the whole round. I got to check and see. One of these was 5 thou. I have to figure out which one that is. Want to take the least amount possible off of that. I just don't want to go do a typical resize where you just grind them all, you know, 5 or 6 thou and then line hone them. That's very disappointing. Okay. Well, I'm going to go resize some rods. I'll shoot it. And it won't be part of this series, but we will, well, we might make it part of this series. We'll see. Okay. I got some work to do. I'll catch you guys later. My mic still? Oh, yeah, my mic is still working.